Button's been hit. Coming in, folks. We see you out there. We know you're there. It's Sunday, the August already.
Yeah, ignore the Comics by Night thing in the background.
It is August 3rd.
Oh, God.
No, it's not August 3rd. It is, it is August 3rd.
Yeah, August 3rd. Yeah, August 3rd.
August 3rd. Yeah.
Soon be Christmas.
Soon be Christmas.
Soon be my birthday.
That'll work for today. Maybe we'll go there just because I know that we're looking at Crime Does Not Pay, an issue of Crime Does Not Pay this morning. Great stuff. This is a pre-recorded program, as it says along the bottom, as it scrolls along the bottom. The chat is still there. Please mind your manners and be nice. You can talk back and forth with one another as you watch the program live, but it is pre-recorded. So,
yep.
We won't be reading the chat today, but we will be back next week, both Friday and Sunday, with live programs. So we will see you then live. For right now, we've got a great issue of Crime Does Not Pay to look through. Yeah. And we're going to run that opening. Here we go. Yeah. Folks, thanks for watching. This is Sunday Funnies. I'm your host, Randy Zimmerman, Arrow Comics. Mostly my gig right now is I'm writing the Atlantean, which is Cull and Brule traveling the land, searching for shape-shifting lizard people, based off of the public domain story, The Shadow Kingdom, by the great Robert E. Howard. And we have 2 volumes of that already out. The 3rd volume is available right now for the campaign over at fundmycomic.com. And in fact, there's a couple of great catch-up tiers there where you can get the single volumes of the first 2 stories plus the Shadow Kingdom adaptation. Or if you want, we have an omnibus over there collection of the Shadow Kingdom and the first 2 volumes of the Atlantean in a beautiful cover. One of my favorite covers, I think, of all time. I just love that cover. As well as Atlantean 3 that you can purchase separately. So go over there and check it out. It's the first campaign as you go to the main page over at Fund My Comic, because we're really getting a lot of nice response from this. We have over 100 backers already in-house and another 30 days on the campaign left to go. We want to deeply thank you. I'm writing everything on that. The artwork's by Russ Leach, who unfortunately can't be with us today. But he's been doing some fantastic work over there. We're really proud of this product. So go over there and take a look. Fundmycomic.com, folks. The Atlantean, Volume 3. Deeply appreciate you being here. I am joined today by Mr. Glenn Fleming. Glenn, please introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name's Glenn Fleming. I'm a writer and artist. Wrote this book about my visit to see Jack Kirby at his home in California. You can pick a copy of this up either from me or from Amazon or New Haven Press. There's also a film that goes with it. And if you want to see that, get in touch with me. That's the only way you'll get that. I also have created this cartoon character called Hatch. This is the annotated book. It shows you lots and lots of published and unpublished artwork. It shows you, details how he came to be, and he even shows you inside the great Jack Kirby holding the strips there. Look, there you go. So even Jack Kirby's seen him. So check that out. That's on Fund My Comic, soon to be coming to Amazon. That's it.
All right. Also joining us today is Allison, the Alley Cat. Allison, please introduce yourself.
Hey everyone, I'm Allison, Alley Cat Comics, all that fun stuff. I am a writer, YouTuber, penciler, inker, color artist, everything. Who draws basically manga. I'm not awake yet. I'm definitely showing it.
It's early Sunday.
Brain's not working. It's very early Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah. I do all that stuff. You can find me on most of social media. I was looking for one of my comics to show, but I don't know where I put them. So that'll be good for now. I'll show it on
All
there.
right. Okay. And like I said, we are going to be looking at a copy of Crime Does Not Pay, issue number 59. More than 6 million readers monthly.
Must be good. Or must have been good.
All true crime stories. Lev Gleason, publisher. Charles Burrow and Bob Wood, editors. A Lev Gleason publication. This book is in public domain. We are looking at it from the comicplus.com site that has scans of every comic that's in public domain that they are able to find a decent copy of. And as you can tell by the spine over here, this has got a little bit of chipping going on. Definitely a reading copy.
Doesn't matter, does it?
Still great.
Yep. Yeah. Look at him flicking that cigar at him. Looks a bit like Jack Kirby, doesn't it?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. We've got the great Charles Burrow signature standing right out there again so that everyone can't help but see.
The only man to have a signature bigger than Stan Lee.
Yeah. It's a tough way to check out. Let me give him one first, eh, Bugsy? I said no. Go ahead, Limpy. Fill that hole with some poor soul before some poor soul falls into it. No, Bugsy. Don't. Please kill me first. Don't bury me alive. This guy in front kind of has that Jack Kirby profile working.
Yeah.
And remember, folks, it's the magazine with the widest range of appeal.
Right done.
Well, it is.
Charles Burrow, the John Hancock of comics, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah.
John, you didn't leave any space for anyone else to sign.
He drew the cover himself. So, advice to comic readers for bad skin.
Oh, God.
Stop worrying now about pimples, blackheads, and other externally caused skin troubles. Just follow Skin Doctor's simple directions. Yeah. She's got a nice clear face there. They all do.
She wouldn't, she?
Yeah, I remember puberty. That it was a pain in the ass to keep a clear face.
Yeah. It says for January 1948, volume 1, issue number 59.
Damn.
Wow.
We have to go through a couple of ads first before we get to the real meat. America's biggest zipper billfold bargain, right there, from only $1.98.
Sounds like a bargain.
Multiple styles.
You say this is 48 or 38?
It's 48. It's
48.
dated January of 48. It's copywritten 47.
Fair.
Because everything, once they started going to the newsstands, everything got dated about 4 months in advance.
Yeah.
Just to help the shelf life.
Yep.
Stay around. Anybody want a billfold for $1.98?
Isn't breathtaking one word? That says breath-taking colors. It should be breathtaking colors.
Absolutely. No spell check back then, though.
Nope. They're like, we're doing it like this, and we think it looks great.
Maybe it's got something to do with the colors, too. Back then, lead paint, who knows?
It's all good stuff.
Yeah.
Somebody was licking the paint again.
We have a stamp
Learn
page.
to fly. Pretend was it? Learn to fly.
Hey, kids, learn to fly thrills.
Oh,
Great.
dear. It's
How to
easy
get along
win
with
her.
girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy. It's easy to win her.
Make $500,000 a year and you get all the girls you need.
When you know how. Yep.
No, I have much higher standards than that.
Okay, 600,000.
I can always get a $9 wristwatch.
Yeah.
That'll keep time for a long time.
Make $500,000 a year and buy her a $9 wristwatch.
There you go.
Yep, that's the way to our heart.
That's the way.
Aden to
Oh, yeah.
Zanzibar, 20 different British. What is that?
Wow.
British
What happened to that guy Fred? He like disappeared.
Empire.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
Stamp collecting.
different
I used to
stamps.
collect stamps.
That's it. That's why it's the stamp page, I guess. All the little stamp ads. Or you can get a tricky 8 bulb or a tricky light bulb. Wonder if it's like Fester. You stick it in your mouth and the bulb lights up.
And it's probably one of those ones that you can make it look like it's lit up when it's not connected to anything.
Yeah.
Which is the
Or-
same thing that Fester used. So
Yeah. Or 54 cowboys and cowgirl pictures.
Ooh, sounds good.
Is that 30p? That's 30 cents.
Yeah.
All in-
yeah.
All in color. Size is 2 by 3 inches.
There you go.
Used to be cigarette trading cards about that size. Well, probably less than that. Yeah, that's about right. Used to be trading cards in the cigarette packs.
Remember Bazooka Joe, the gum used to have that little cartoon in it, didn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yep. Vic Everhart, the kill crazy scoundrel who hated the law and proved it with every blast of his revolver.
Stand back or you'll get it.
These are the comics that truly inspired the Comic Code Authority, folks. The ones that they used in Congress to point out how it was leading children down the wrong path of juvenile delinquency. I don't know why they get that or where they get that idea.
Yeah, because nobody ever killed anybody before they read a comic, did they?
Yeah, exactly.
not typically.
Look at that beautiful lettering.
Yeah. Stand back or she'll get it. If she dies, you know you'll burn. Let go of the girl and drop your gun. Yeah.
Who's the
Behold,
artist on this? Do we know?
The great George Tuska.
Oh, right. Okay.
Nice.
He didn't sign it quite as big as Charles Burrow did on the cover, but he did sign it.
Only because he wasn't allowed.
Yeah, probably. He just tucked it into the corner there.
I want to know who lettered it. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Behold, Vic Everhart, a gentleman and a scholar, unparalleled in my acquaintance. As polished a smoothie as ever, oiled a 32 caliber, never without a thanks for the things he stole. Never without a polite excuse me to those who got in the way of his bullets. See his kindness towards the lovelies of the feminine gender. Nothing was too good for the ladies, not even a couple of 38 slugs in the back. And Vic's scholarship, beyond description. A for atrocity in every field of criminal endeavor. Is it any wonder that I took Vic Everhart under my wing? A lad with his delightful qualities was a natural subject for my tutorship.
It's one of the hosts of these things, the way the Crypt Keeper, the Vault Keeper, and the Old Witch was.
Yeah, Mr. Crime.
Yep.
And you knew who he was because he was always in white and he had that hat that said crime on it.
And he was only in the story at the beginning and the end.
Oh, he pops through occasionally just to spice up the story whenever it needs extra narration. And in consideration of innocent people involved and relatives of others, the names of some characters depicted in this true magazine are fictitious.
Not unlike the story.
Yeah.
It's like Fargo, based
Oh,
on
the
a true
story-
story.
Yeah. Story's only exaggerated. For every letter in the alphabet, there is a word that describes Vic Everhart to a T. B for brute, C for coward, D for desperate, and so on, till one must turn to the Chinese alphabet with its more than 300 letters for a full description of the personality of this Midwestern scoundrel who hated law and proved it with every deadly blast of his revolver.
I need to break it to these people. The Chinese don't have an alphabet.
Shh, can't be practical. This is comics. Look at him just leaning up against the pole there at the start, Mr. Crime. It's 1943 when Vic Everhart started out, or got out of the Indiana state pen for destroying state highway property. Hitler was far from licked. I don't even know he was tickled. Every American was worried, but not Vic. So is that an actual? That's just a narration balloon, but it's in a little cloud
It's
thing,
like a thought bubble.
Yeah.
I guess it's supposed to mean that it's actually not part of the dialogue that people would see. That it's like he's sharing his thoughts.
Yeah.
As the narrator, maybe it's supposed to seem like an overture or something like that.
They missed the letter or the word or the letter the. This time stir paid me off in spades. You would think that would be this time the stir paid me off in spades.
I think it could have also, they could be missing a comma too. This time stir paid me off in spades.
Okay.
So, I mean, it depends how stir is being referred to, I guess.
It's slang for jail.
I didn't know that.
Stuck in the stir, yeah.
Have you not heard?
No idea.
I watch a lot. I watch a lot of 50s mob stuff. So
have you not? I'm not listening to John Lennon, Alison, singing about John Sinclair in the stir.
I have. I never.
In the stir for breathing air.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah.
That's what it is. Stir is jail.
I had no idea. I learn something new every day.
There you go.
Like when I found out what a spucky was.
A who?
Yeah.
Stucky?
Spucky.
With a P or a T?
Spuckie.
Okay.
Or it also can be Spucky.
What is that?
It is the way in South Boston you would refer to a submarine sandwich.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they're called Spuckies.
Around here, we used to have little roadside restaurants like Howard Johnson's that were called Stuckies.
Oh, okay.
With a T. They used to offer a fantastic pecan log. But anyway, this time the stir paid me off in spades. The Army doesn't draft ex-cons. Let them Boy Scouts lie in foxholes. I'll take the velvet. Whatever the velvet is. Probably street life, the easy life. V for victory, eh? Without the Y, it's V for Victor. Victor Everhart, the guy who's lost to the coppers for the last time.
It's great the way he's spinning that thing on that chain, isn't it?
His little watch chain, yeah.
It's great. I like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's an old 20s and 30s thing. Used to have your watches on a big chain attached to your zoot suit.
It's also when you're bored with a necklace in the class and you spin it on your finger.
Yeah. Hold it, mister. You must be very patriotic to want all them tattoos. Yeah, they're fine, pal. You're looking at the only kind of victory I'm interested in. Mine. That's just why I want a V for victory on both arms with flags.
What an idiot.
He's flipping a cigarette. Or is that a toothpick? Something or a coin? Yeah.
Coin. Yeah, it's a coin.
Heads, I go east. Tails, west. It don't matter none. As long as it's a big town with lots of skirts. Not dames, not chicks, but skirts. Yeah.
Well, that's classic.
That would make a great panel to spread around.
If he's just looking for skirts, I mean, he can go anywhere and buy a skirt.
Sure.
Nobody's going to judge him, especially if he's
I
packing a
don't think
revolver.
Back then they would.
Yeah, they would. But he's packing a gun. So
unless he was Scottish. Yeah. It's heads. I go east, but I'm going in style. No standing in crowded trains or buses like those chumps. That's a mighty strange looking bus. Vic. Wasn't it Vic Everhart?
Everhart. I'm curious. I'm just looking him up.
Cars were scarce, but 1943, but Vic solved the automobile shortage in his own way. I darn near threw my arm out of joint, slugging this chump. Expletive. The tattoos still hurt. My arms are suffering from a mummy's. Stiffer. My arms are stiffer than a mummy's. Yeah. I'd give him a couple more, except for that.
Nice guy, isn't he?
Laying right on the panel border, too. Look at that. Maybe I should have kicked his head in. I don't like leaving his skull in one piece. He might remember what I looked like. I, Vic, the big city, where nothing's more important than dough for guys like you. That's where you'll get lots of chances of raking it in. A lot of my lads head for the metropolis, Vic, like moths to a flame. How long will you do the dance of death? Be careful, the flames are hot. Nice car, though.
That is a cool looking car.
That is a great angle for that car. Love it.
Well, the art in this is amazing.
Tuska is really at his game on this. It does some great work for this company. I never appreciated him much when he was working on at Marvel, but this stuff's just amazing.
Yeah, it wasn't him working Captain America.
They pushed him around all over the place, and for a while he was doing the Superman. I think he was doing the Superman comic strip for a few years back in the 70s.
I don't think he's a superhero artist, is he?
No, I don't think so at all either. Yeah. Calling all cars, watch for a green sedan, Indiana license plate MD196-1.
Didn't he also ink Kirby's cap?
Yeah, it's very likely. I think he was kind of a jack of all trades there for a little while.
Yeah, didn't they do a series in Tales of Suspense when Cap was back in the war? I think he worked on either drew and inked or both of those.
I thought that was
some of Kirby's stuff.
I thought that was Chick Stone that did that.
It might be Chick Stone as well. Yeah, but I think Tuska was in there too, but I might be wrong.
I can look it up real quick. Just give me a second.
Yep, I definitely found out how real this story is.
Huh?
Have you found it?
Yeah, it's not. So.
Oh, it's not?
No, at least I couldn't find any criminal named Vic Everhart with a cursory look.
I might have. We'll have to look for that name then. George Tuska. Looking up George right now on Wikipedia here. See what they have to say. He lived until October 16th, 2009. Early in his career, he used a variety of pen names, including Carl Larson, who was an American comic book and newspaper comic strip artist, best known in the 40s on various Captain Marvel titles.
Wow.
And crime fiction series Crime Does Not Pay. And for his 1960s work illustrating Iron Man and other Marvel Comics characters, he also drew the DC Comics newspaper comic strip, The World's Greatest Superheroes, from 78 to 82. There we go. Born in where's that? New York City. Nope, born in Hartford, Connecticut, the youngest of three children of Russian immigrants. Tuska, Harry and Anna Anasko Tuska, who had met in New York City. George's siblings, Peter, the eldest, and Mary, the middle child, were born in New York City. Years later, Mary died while giving birth to her second child, who was stillborn. Harry, a foreman at a Hartford auto tire company, died when George was 14. Anna then opened a restaurant in Paterson, New Jersey, where she had relatives and later remarried. At 17, Tuska moved to New York City, rooming with his cousin Annie, and a year later began attending National Academy of Design. His artistic influences included illustrators Harold von Schmidt, Dean Cornwell, and Thomas Lovell, and comic strip artists Lou Fine, Hal Foster, and Alex Raymond. I think everybody was influenced by those three artists back during this day.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that.
At some early point, he took his first job in art, designing women's costume jewelry. Tuska then began working for a comic book packager, Eisner and Eiger, one of a handful of companies at the time that supplied comics on demand for publishers entering the new medium. His first known published comic book work appeared in Fox Comics Mystery Men Comics #1 and Wonder World Comics #4, both cover dated August of 39. Tuska, in his mid-20s, recalled, I went to art school at the same. I was doing costume. I had to lost a time there. I was doing art school at the same time I was doing costume jewelry design. I put in an application with a professional agency in New York City. I told them I could do cartooning, drawing, and a week later, I got a call from Eisner Eiger asking me to submit some samples. Eisner said, that's pretty good, but we don't do that cartoon stuff. He showed me a comic book and said, this is what we want. I went home and made a whole story in one page. When I brought it back, he bought it for $5. He said, we'd like to have you work for us. That's how I got started. Gave up school, made $10 a week. Eisner and Eiger, Tuska said in 2001, I worked alongside Bob Powell, Lou Fine, and Mike Sikowski. His studio colleagues later grew to include artists Charles Sultan, John Salardo, and Nick Hardy, and writer Tony Blum. Writer, artist, and company co-founder Will Eisner recalled the period. It was a friendly shop, and I guess I was the same age as the youngest guys there. We all got along. The only ones who ever got into a hassle were George Tuska and Bob Powell. Powell was kind of a wise guy and made remarks about other people in the shop. One day, George had had enough, got up, and punched out Bob Powell. The otherwise mild-mannered Tuska, thinking comic books would last 2 or 3 years, just a fad, later felt to seek non-comics work. After 2 weeks, however, he came across colleagues Sultan and Dave Glasser on their way to meet with comics packager Harry A. Chesler. Tuska invited along, joined Chesler's studio, working there in 39 and 40, earning $22 a week. Increased to $42 a week within 6 months. Alongside colleagues that included Sultan, Ruben Moriena, Mac Raboy, and Ralph Astarita. Tuska helped to supply content for such Fawcett comic publications as Captain Marvel Adventures. And later, when Eisner Eiger client Fiction House formed his own bullpen to produce work on staff, Tuska left Chesler to join Cardy, Jim Mooney, Graham Ingalls, and others artists there. Tuska produced a prestigious amount of work that included for Fiction House the South Sea adventure feature Shark Brody under the pen name of George Exult, which is Tuska spelled backwards, and the investigative feature Hooks Devlin, both for Fight Comics. The rich vigilante feature Glory Forbes in Ranger Comics and Jane Martin in Wings Comics. During his 6 years at Fiction House, Tuska freelanced such features as the North Atlanta seafaring adventure Spike Martin in Harvey Comics, Speed Comics, Wing Turner for Fox Comics, Mystery Men Comics, Archie O'Toole in Quality Comics, Smash Comics, and Cosmic Carson for Fox's Science Comics. At some point, Tuska began working for Eisner again, now split from Jerry Eiger, with a group of artists including Alex Kotsky and Tex Blaisdell. While with Eisner, I penciled some Spirit and Uncle Sam stories. Tuska's first Uncle Sam work was the cover and virtually every story in Uncle Sam Quarterly #3. Cover dated summer of 42. Independently, he was assigned by Fawcett art director Al Allard to draw a few more Captain Marvel stories. Allard had asked me to draw as close as possible to the way Captain Marvel had first appeared in Wiz Comics. After those freelance jobs, I never worked for Fawcett again. Tuska's earliest Captain Marvel work appeared in Captain Marvel Adventures #2 through 4, oddly dated October 31st, 1941. So drafted in the U.S. Army in 42, Tuska was stationed at the 100th Division at Fort Jackson in Columbia, South Carolina, where he worked in headquarters drawing artillery. He was honorably discharged as a private first class after a year for reasons the artist did not specify. Returning home, he took up again with Fiction House, drawing a host of stories featuring Reef Ryan, Rip Carson, Lady Satan, the Western hero Golden Arrow, and Camilla, Queen of the Jungle. Following the huge popularity for superheroes during the World War II years, those characters' appeal began to dwindle in post-war era. Comic book publishers casting about for new subjects and genres found a hit with crime fiction. The most prominent comic, which was Lev Gleason Publications' Crime Does Not Pay. Tuska would soon make a name for himself as one of the genre's top comic artists. After starting with short backup features and spot illustrations for text stories, Tuska was drawing the lead stories and more by Crime Does Not Pay number 50. So there we are.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Goes crashing through. Oh no! Yeah, crashed his car.
If he was earning $42 a week in 1940, he's doing really well because that's nearly $1,000 a week.
Yeah,
that's 50 grand a year. So he's doing really well.
Everhart, H-A-R-T. Is that who you look for?
H-A-R-T.
Yeah,
I think I spelled heart H-E-R-H-E-A-R-T.
E-V-E-R-H-A-R-T. Let me look him up on. See if there's anything on Wikipedia, since that seems to be such a handy site today.
I found a Victoria Everhart.
No, I'm not seeing anything here. Nothing on Wikipedia.
No, I got nothing.
No, they might have made that up. So much for
probably
true crime. Or they might have changed his name to protect the innocent.
I could have done that too.
There he is marking off the calendar. I'm buying a gun the first thing tomorrow after I'm sprung. Then I'm going to play cops and robbers for keeps.
He has a Kurt Swan style, doesn't he?
Yeah, in a way. Absolutely.
Look at that. Look at him there, the last panel there. Looks like Superman. That could be Superman, couldn't it?
Yeah. Needs a little bit more hair on top
but
of
the face.
Cowlick, but yeah, this face is right there.
Yeah. It's very Kurt Swan.
It is.
But it's very good.
Yep.
Then again, so is Kurt.
Funny that.
So don't forget to report it to the police. It's the law, you know. Yeah, sure. Right away, next Christmas. I'll let them coppers try and nab me. And they didn't. They couldn't.
So he just bought a gun? Is that what he's done?
Yeah.
Right.
Vic proved too fast for the law, skipping from state to state, picking up change whenever he could, wherever he could. What'll it be, feller? Whatever you got in the till, bud. Keep it moving. Yeah. Smacking him with the butt of his gun there. One night, while leaving Oklahoma in a stolen car, opportunity knocked again. For Vicky, it was always knocking. How many? As much as she'll take. Fill her up. What a pushover. This old geezer is here alone. And check my oil, too, will ya? Ugh. While I go and check your cash register. Only $14. Well, can't buy a lot of hamburgers for $14. He pulled in here with a big blue Chevy coupe. He was a young guy, but a mean-looking one. I was just putting the cap on his tank when my lights went out. Got that, Tom? Yep. So it's every patrol car within 100 miles. Only got a half-hour lead. They'll head him off at the state line. Yeah. Look at that. He's got a detour. There I go again. I forgot to kill that gas guy. Expletive. What's this? Detour? What for? This is a main highway. They can't be fixing it. Hey, wait a minute. That sign wasn't kidding. This is the road, the end of the road, of your road, punk. Don't reach for that gun. You'll never fire it. Didn't have a chance. And that they're leading him away into the paddy wagon. They had me cold, but I'm learning. Next time, nobody lives that fingers me to the coppers. And what I get for being, that's what I get for being careless. You can almost see the pen from here, Everhart. Your home sweet home till March of 1946. Hey, tell me, why don't you get wise to yourself? What I'd like to know is how a guy can keep sticking his neck out like you do all the time and get no wiser. Why don't you straighten out and fly straight? Why don't you squares duck your heads twice? Why don't you squares duck your heads twice and pull them out once?
I think he means in like a barrel of water.
Yeah.
Yeah, something, or I don't know, stick their heads up their asses twice and then pull them out. I don't know.
He got dropped off at Granite, Oklahoma, though. You can see the sign right there.
Yep.
2 years in this black hole is about all I can stand. Tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow's the day. You had your debt. You paid your debt to society. Take this for what it's worth, Victor. You've learned to trade here. If I were you, I'd get myself a job first thing, then find a nice girl and settle down. You can still make something out of yourself. Advice is cheap, Warden. What did you make out of yourself? A $60 a week flunky? What did you make out of yourself? A $60 a week flunky? You're the guy who needs the pep talk. You said I paid my debt. Well, it's about time society paid off some IOUs to me. Goodbye, Warden. You're a good guy. Maybe I'll go to your funeral.
He's great, isn't he? Really charming chap. Some nice girl's going to really like him.
One of those bad guys, you know, that's going to get it in the end. Sure, I'll settle down with some serious dough getting. I got to have a car, but this time I'm getting one that can rev up some speed, a Packard or a Caddy. Well, now, how convenient. There's one just begging to be heisted. It's going to take out that cop. Hey, what are you doing with my car? Here, help, please. Oh, it's your car, mister. See, I'm sorry. A friend of mine was going to meet me here. He's got one that looks just like it. So I thought I'd get in and wait for him. Cop goes, what's the trouble? You know, nice natural pose there. A little long in the abdomen, maybe.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No.
No, it's not bad at all. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
I think I probably would have stationed his legs a little differently. Because he looks like he's about to take a poop.
Yeah, I'd move his rear end up about move the gun belt up to just about that first wrinkle, right about where that cuff of his shirt is. Yep. At least move the legs up just a little. In that case, we'll give his friend 5 minutes to show up. This time I'll get at least 10 years if they book me. Says in the meantime, let's see your credentials. I want to see your ownership card too, mister. He smacks him. Here's my credentials. Next time it'll be a bullet in your head. Put out a call for him. Now I'm in the groove. I got a car and a rod, all in one grab.
I like the way the police car's just hiding behind the tree.
Yeah.
Like car 54, where are you? That used to do that, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It'd hide behind the end of the building. Sorry, go on. Carry on.
Mr. Crime laying on the hill there. Odd grassy hill, just conveniently in the way next to the road. The chase is on again, just like the other time, but luck was not with Vic now. He didn't even know that he was being followed. At a blind fork in the road, he took the left fork while the cops took the right. So far, so good. I'll keep my eyes peeled.
Again, if you go back, that his legs are too far down, aren't they?
Here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There they are.
Yeah, they should be up a bit.
It should be up more.
Aye. When he turned his head to watch another car he thought was pursuing him, Vic's wheel shifted ever so slightly. John, look out, the car is cutting us off. They're not bulls. They're moving awful fast, and I'm not taking chances. Aye. I'll be darned. They weren't coppers. Expletive. I need another car, another crate. Uh-oh. There's my new car and chauffeur. I stopped when I saw the crash, bud. Give me a hand with those others if you feel up to it. I'll drive you to a hospital. Oh, both of the cars must have crashed. Oh, he bumped into it. That's what it is.
Yep.
Yeah, smacked into the car. Ain't you the big hero? Now get into that car and drive me to Terre Haute. Come on, get going. But those people are badly hurt. You can't leave them there to die. Who says we can't? Start driving, Captain, before you get another set of wings, the kind they pin your shoulders, pin on shoulder blades. When they reached Terre Haute, Vic unloaded the captain and drove on into Ohio. But this time, he made tootin' sure his victim would be incapable of ever putting the finger on him. That dumb tin soldier only had $30 on him. I need more money and quick. Those guys look like they're wearing lab coats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you want holes in your heads, get into the icebox. Oh, they're butchers.
Oh, that
yeah.
Why have they got their hats on if they're at work?
they're being really formal and insulting.
Yeah. I got more out of their pockets than the cash register. A lousy $14 in all. Nuts. I got to get more lettuce.
So he's changed the lever to freezing, hasn't he? He's going to freeze them alive in the freezer.
Yeah. And we know that because it says so right there.
That's right, yeah.
With the arrow, yeah.
Nice chap, isn't he?
Yeah, real friendly. I got to get more lettuce. I need clothes and stuff like that. I ain't been out with a chippy since I got out. Uh-oh. He don't look like he's got much, but every bit counts. He's picking up a hitchhiker. Thanks for the lift, Mac. It's darn nice of you to stop. Not many guys would give a stranger a ride at night. That's right. And here's your chance to show your appreciation. Let's have your wallet. Ha ha ha, my wallet. Ha ha ha. What's so funny, wise guy? Wait till you hear. I'm flat broke. I just got out of the stir. So I says to myself, I'll hitch a ride with some square and heist him for his roll and car. Then along comes a guy with the exact same idea and he heists me. Ain't that rich? Ha ha ha. Ha. How do you like that? Look, maybe it was meant for us to meet. Which way you going? Name's Vic Everhart. How about us making business together? What's your specialty? You're twisting my arm, pal. I'm Jim Neely. We're going to get along all right, Vicky boy. I'm not too particular how I get dough. I'm just versatile. 150 from that Richmond job Tuesday, 85 and 43 from those two stick-ups in Quincy yesterday. Almost $300. Enough for some relaxation with a couple of nice tomatoes I happen to know in Tulsa. What do you say? Next stop, Tulsa. That's what I say. Where are we now? Seneca, Missouri, near the state line. We'll have to stop for gas, Vic. We'll be dry as a bone in 2 seconds flat. There's a gas station, but it looks closed. There's someone inside the shack. He'll open up. Sorry, mister, it's after 12. I got the pumps locked. Then unlock them, Mr. Wallace, after you had over that green stuff first, of course. How much do you suppose it's got there, Vic, without counting? I'd say about 60. Well, why, you get out of here, you young punks. Stick up men, eh? I handled your kind when I was in knee pants. Yow. So they shoot him. What do we use for a car? Our tank's empty. There's our job across the way. Come on. You say there were two of them. What make car was it? 1941 DeSoto. It's got an oil leak. Maybe you can trace them by that. I was just walking by when I heard shots. They headed down Highway 54 or 45 towards Tulsa. Radio Tulsa headquarters. Tell them trouble is coming their way. Hear that knocking? This can must have been parked outside the garage for repairs. We'll never get out of Tulsa till we fix it. There ain't a drop of oil left in it. Slow down, Vic. How about that garage over there? It's the Red 8 garage.
His hand's a bit funny, isn't it?
Here he's trying to grab the wheel that is just a little moved over.
But his arm must bend at the elbow and then halfway down his forearm to get that position.
It's attached to his ribs. Yeah.
Nice hat, though. Nice hat.
That's his hidden third arm. Comes out of his ribcage.
That's it. Yeah, great looking hats, though. While my boys were inside arranging for repairs, two Tulsa policemen named Ben Johnson and Vess Carmack happened to pass the Red 8 garage. Yep, this is it. I'm sure it's the same 41 DeSoto, the one the Wallace killers used.
Oh.
Look, there's oil on the road. That's what the report said to watch for. It says, you got to do the blasting, Vic. I ain't loaded. Like the polished killer he was, Vic never gave the two cops, a chance. Get that water pistol of yours loaded, will ya? I ain't got 4 hands. Never mind. You're as good as nothing. Anyway, I have all the fun. Vic kept his trigger finger moving until both cops doubled over from their wounds. Johnson died from them, but not right away. It's a little bang. Couple more bangs. Vic, don't wait a minute. Wait for me. I'm hit. Give me a hand, will you? Don't let him finish me. You don't leave me. Please don't leave me, Vic. Take me with you. Just give me a hand. I'll be all right. It's too bad. Your number is up, Jimmy. It's every guy for himself. You dirty backstabbing expletive. That great running pose there, even though the printing on it is a little hinky.
Yeah, I like that. That was good.
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't break the panel border down here. With it.
He's got a little bit of a tangent with it, but that's about it.
Yeah. That's what you get for being too dumb to keep your gat loaded. Neely won't open up. We've tried everything. He's afraid of kangaroo justice. Hey, how about trying this? Let's get the doc to tell Neely he's going to croak. It might get him scared enough to make him talk. His name's Everhart, Vic Everhart. He's got a tattoo on each arm with a V for victory. You heard him, boys. Pick up Vic Everhart. The alarm went out.
Neely's turned into Superman in bed.
He sure has. Look at that.
Really
He
handsome
definitely
dude.
looks pretty healthy.
Yeah.
Just needs a little curl at the top of his hair to run down.
Yeah.
Be perfect.
Everything else is just right. Yeah. The alarm for Vic went out all over the West. The trail grew burning hot. Then one day near Twin Falls, Idaho, I saw this guy thumbing for a ride, so I gave him a lift. He no sooner gets seated when he pulls a gun on me and takes my car and $4. Then he told me to consider myself lucky that he didn't take my life too. Then he hightails it down Route 93. They're calling the cars, form a roadblock at the junction of Highway 93 and 50. Dangerous killers headed your way. Shoot to kill if necessary. His name is Victor Everhart. He's driving a 42 Ford sedan, license number UN10, Connecticut. That is all. The guy's coming like a blue streak and he won't stop. It must be Everhart. Broke that detour sign. You can tell because it's written on the sign right there. And he's going to be very surprised. He's going to be a very surprised guy when he sees what Derek we set up in the middle of the road. Expletive, I can't stop. I can't turn off. Oh, guh. Vic was badly hurt, but lived to return to Tulsa to stand trial for murder along with Jim Neely, who had also recovered from his bullet wounds. They were locked in the Tulsa County Jail pending trial. You sure there's no hard feelings, Jimmy? If I'd have stuck by you, we'd both be stiffs. That bull was shooting too straight. At least now we get a chance to bust out of here. Maybe you're right. Getting out of this can ought to be a cinch. Sure, Vic, there's no hard feelings. There they are. When Bilby asked the turnkey to let him empty his wastebasket, Mayhew will throw a towel around his neck. Then Bilby will take his keys and free us. But it's what we do from then on that's important. The brake was pulled without a hitch at 9:20 a.m. Sunday, February 2nd, 1947. So exact. Drop your guns and face the wall, or this screw gets it. Go pick them up, Jim, and take off their ammunition belts. We're going to need lots of lead. You're making a big mistake, Everhart. You'll never get out of here alive. That's what they all say. In this case, neither will you, screw, because you're coming with us. Come on, all of you. Get into the elevator. I don't care what you do to me, but some of these men have kids. We ain't going to hurt their kids, so shut up.
Oh, God.
James Bilby, the forager, Edgar Mayhew, a four-time crook, and Jim Neely stole a parked car outside the jailhouse. They didn't need ignition keys. They were expert wire jockeys. Now it's every guy for himself. You guys better scatter. Hey, where you going, Vic? Here's a crate as nice as can be. It won't take long to cross the wires. Vic jumped on the running board of a cab belonging to Lester Hughes. He and his wife were on their way to the movies. Instead, they were cast into a live drama more exciting than anything they could have seen. Keep driving, baby. Like nothing. Oh, cabbie, like nothing happened. Slow and easy. You're taking me out of Tulsa. And don't pass any red lights unless you're tired of living. Take it easy. Okay, but take it easy with my wife, will ya? Let's look at that face. That's a great face.
Yeah.
The guy driving. Girl's great looking too.
Yeah.
That's right, Everhart. Neely, Bilby, and Mayhew broke jail about 5 minutes ago. Then when Block 3 didn't answer the phone, I checked up. They knocked out all the guards. It's attention all cars, block every road out of Tulsa. Look for escaped convicts. Of course, they've got little signs on their backs that say escaped convicts. They're all heavily armed. Description of Everhart, age, whatever, We had your fun. Now pull over and stop. Wow. We're cornered.
They're all naked.
Yeah, they are.
Naked as two birds.
What have they been up to?
I don't know, but they've been doing it for 3 hours or less than 3 hours after their break. It says we're cornered less than 3 hours after our break. Splendid. For this, they'll add 10 years more to our stretch. I'd rather croak than go back. Let's blast them. Go ahead and croak. This is their round, but at least we'll be coming out for the next round. We don't stand a chance anyway. Ever try pistols against machine guns? Yeah, we're done for. They're done for. Even though they're naked. Oh, just shirtless. Who's your leader? There are more of you. Where's Everhart? He's by himself, but you won't get Vic. He's not Yeller. He's not afraid to use a gun like these mice. What are you talking about, brave guy? You're living, ain't ya? Road's blocked. I'll have to stop now. I can see you need some more coaxing. Oh, he shot the girl in the shoulder. He kind of got nicked too. Now step on it, wise guy. That was only her shoulder. The next one goes in her pretty mouth. Do we bust through that roadblock or don't we? I hope they kill you. Keep your shots low, but keep firing, men. He's slowing down. All his tires are flat. Don't rush him. If he stops, wait for him to get out and watch out for the other guy and his wife. I mean it, coppers. Don't come any closer. I swear I'll blow this dame's head off. It's not bluffing. Men, hold fire. Lester groaned, help me. We're going to have to kill you, Everhart. That woman isn't going to shield you forever. This is the guy jumps him. Run, Lois. You whatever. He throws him off. Look at that.
Looks like he gets on.
Oh, he grabbed Everhart and flipped him.
Yeah.
Hughes, the girl's husband, was an ex-GI, fearless of death. He utilized his skill in jiu-jitsu. There was a snap of bone, and Everhart went hurtling into the air. Ugh. Give it to him. Looks like they hit him before he even hit the ground.
Yeah.
His flying body was met with a hail of lead. Vic was dead before he hit the ground. Yeah, there you go. What's this V for Vic mean, I wonder? Could mean victory or victim. He wanted a private war of his own, and he got it. Like all the rest. My moth was devoured by the flame. Jim Neely, who went to prison for life, was really no better off. I'm far from discouraged, though. There are many more comers like Everhart who will try their luck against the flame of the law. Maybe my next protege will last a little longer. Anyway, it's fun to watch their hopeless struggle to make crime pay.
Zing,
Oh,
zip,
God.
zing.
Zim, zip, yep. Zip, zing. Anyway, no greater glory. Oh, it's a letter. Dear sirs, when I was 8 years, I wanted to be a crook. When I was 9, I began reading Crime Don't Pay. Now I'm 10 and I want to be a cop when I grow up. Now I have found out what happened to crooks, and now I am a good boy. I'm sure that letter's real.
Yeah. Interesting, wouldn't it, to go through the Florida history of policemen, and one's called Carl James Powell.
Yeah. If crime does not pay, does no more than entertain. Oh, crime does not pay, does more than entertain. It fulfills its obligation to its readers. But this letter screamingly attests that it is out to do more, and it does it. They always have to protect themselves there. They were, at this point, they were still getting flack for what they were doing. Alvin Carpus, public enemy number 1 from 31 to 36. Look at that. Wonder who did that. That's probably our...
Is it Tusker again?
I don't think
17.
so.
Can check here. Nope, it doesn't say. 8 pages.
Yeah.
Nope, there's a comic story, Cut Rate Murder, in this by
Jack
Thinks
Cole.
Inks and Pencils by Jack Cole. Yeah. Then This'll Kill You by Lauren. It looks like he did script, pencils, and inks. There's Fred Gardner on Who Done It, and the rest of that is just typeset. So we don't know who did this. Just look at the artwork here. Oh, look at that. That don't look bad. That looks pretty tight.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, pretty good.
It's great artwork. Little horseshoe upside down here above the door. Nice touch.
Well, Alvin Karpus was a criminal.
Alvin Karpus, old creepy, was public enemy number one to both the police and his fellow gangsters. Marble shooting champion during his Kansas boyhood. Karpus turned to gun shooting and netted himself $500,000 by robbery, $500,000 in kidnapping before J. Edgar Hoover and 20 G-men started on his trail. It's a nice panel, though. Look at that. Guy gets shot. Shut up and get the car started. We're too hot to be questioned, even by Hicks sheriffs.
That roadster looks great. The way it's coming out of the garage.
Yeah, it's a nice angle there.
Yeah, whoever did this art's really good.
Gotta love artists like this who aren't afraid to take chances on perspective and moving their camera all over the place.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing, doesn't he?
He sure does.
It's really good.
Yeah.
He definitely knows perspective. His shape design is great.
He's got a really different style than Tuska, too. So it's not Tuska. Whoever it was, doing great stuff here.
Look at the guy on the wall. Is he looking through a window, or is it a picture?
Over here, yeah, he's in a frame. Yeah.
Looks like he's looking like he's in a submarine or something looking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a porthole inside of a boat. Guys, you have this like, guys, let me in.
You got a picture of the wife's great grandfather in a frame like that. Only it's brown. Almost exactly like that, too. Not quite in the same dress, though. But anyway. And here, I think he was going for like a bolo tie. Yeah. But they colored it so it looked like a regular looking tie there. It's another nice bird's eye view shot here. Those are not easy to do unless you know what you're doing.
No.
Same basic shot again, a little farther in. Reach, the first one that moves gets his guts blown out. Hold up. Shut up. We want every greenback in this bank or you all die. Oh, guess he's shooting a few guys. Anybody else want to argue? Says.
Well, everybody needs a hobby.
That looks like the same pose that was back on the previous page. Her sitting there behind the counter.
Yeah.
Almost looked exact to me. I looked at it real fast.
The walls changed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Porthole.
Nice folds on the jackets.
Yeah, look at that. That's nice. The
good.
Green there. Their hands tucked in their pants there. That's not quite the same guy. He's got a 5 o'clock shadow on that third panel in the middle. It's right there too. Oh yeah, there's two guys, one in the purple and one in the green. Got it. And this is the guy back here that was looking through the porthole, it looked like. Is that what you're talking about? He's got his back to him here.
Yeah. Strange.
So they're going out the door.
We've got Marilyn Monroe on the wall.
Yeah, they do. Uh-oh. They're going to do Dunlap in, it looks like. Yep. Somebody should have told you how squealing pays off. But I guess you wanted to learn it the hard way. Maybe now the police won't find us so easy. Been thinking, Karpus. We ain't never pulled a snatch. Maybe it's easier dough than robbing banks. It's got a whole different connotation nowadays.
Yeah.
Pulling a snatch. Yeah. You got something there, Doc. we're going back to St. Paul. I know just the gink. Lots of moolah and all. Not sure what he meant by that. I hope that wasn't a racial slur.
Moolah, it's money.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking the word gink here.
Oh, I see.
It says here, it says, I know just the gink. Must be just the job.
Yeah.
Gang kidnapped William Ham, for which they collected $100,000 in ransom. Then on January 17th, 1934 in St. Paul, they decided to snatch a kid, it looks like. Richie Bramer, yeah, what do you want? Move over, sucker, and you'll find out. Yeah. So they knocked him around. Looking for 200,000. Just flash your light. Here comes the payoff car. Maybe and maybe not. Get the Tommy gun just in case it's hot. It's not. There's a ransom, 200,000. Boy, just let me get my hands on that dough. Shut up, you chump. It may be a phony.
Oh, God.
It's all here. Wow. Just wanted to be sure. Get your mind off that dough. It'll keep. Let's get back and turn Bremer loose. You're public enemy number one. It's all over the front page. It's a little motion lines here under the word balloon.
Yeah.
Is he saying it like he's shaking? And he's not physically shaking.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to say that he's nervous or something, be my guess. But yeah, isn't it? I would have expected the lines also like around him or something.
Yeah. Boy, that makes you too hot for my blood. So long, boys. Nice knowing you. This is being number one, boy. For them G-men to go after ain't good, Alvin. We all better take a powder to someplace. They won't find me, and if they do, so what? I'll blast my way out. Hoover got... Go ahead.
That's a one-track mind.
Yeah. Hoover got Dillinger. He got Nelson, and he'll get you. I'm heading for Florida. And you'll do us a favor and if you don't come along. And that's no gentle hint. Shut up, Doc. Alvin's coming with us, and he's going to stay undercover. Here we go. January of 35. Eklawaha, Florida. I thought maybe me and Harry Campbell would go north. I figured there might be some business in Atlantic City. You're nuts, Alvin. Stay here and be safe. You're asking for trouble by traveling now. Oh, look at that. That's a nice panel. A little wordy, but
yeah,
does get the job done. I like this guy leaning, kind of hunched, leaning forward with the cigarette tipped out of his mouth. That's nice and natural looking. This guy's really good.
This guy's really good. I wish I knew who it was.
Yeah.
I mean,
look at how. Go ahead.
His pacing is great. He's got really good figure work. His perspective is spot on, and his scenes are like the composition's like great. It's like Buscema would teach this type of stuff.
Yeah. Look at this. The girl in the last panel looks so bored.
Yeah.
It's like, relaxed, really sweet. What's the matter, Dolores? You look down in the mouth. I keep thinking of how the FBI wiped out Ma and Doc Barker down in Florida. Gosh, Alvin, you two left just in time. Yeah, we beat the fireworks by 3 days. I'm smart, baby. They aren't catching little Alvin. I'm going to trip over my long beard. He's pointing at himself, so proud. It's really great. That panel really works well.
Yeah, well, I love the art in this. I really want to know who this artist is.
Yeah, look at that gun coming around the corner.
Just sneaking in.
But the feds were going to raid the Oklahoma.
He's got a Tommy gun.
Yeah. I didn't know. Just had a feeling. Call it a hunch. One thing I do know, you can't sit in one place too long in this racket. Just sit where you are. Raise your hands above your heads. It's the bulls. How'd they ever find us? Give me that Tommy. Yeah, right through the wall. They got machine guns. These guys are no ordinary car thieves. They're local bulls. The Fed would have come more prepared. Yeah. Even that works really well.
Yeah.
She looks scared. They both of the women look scared.
Yeah, you have a good action scene with the gun.
Yeah. You know he's evading and running off because of the foot there down in the lower right. Blazes, it's Carpus. We've holed up old creepy himself. Clear the yokels out ahead of us, Harry. I'll hold the suckers upstairs off our tails. I'll hold the suckers upstairs off our tails. Seems like there's a line there probably missing. Okay, but just keep me covered from the back. Get out of that car and give me those keys. Come on, Campbell. Get the car started and leave the door open. She's going to faint.
Oh, I'm going to faint.
She did faint. You know how to get out of this burg? I mean, a shortcut. Just move. We're like sitting ducks here. For expletive's sake, Carpus, get rolling. Meanwhile, in the swamp, Carpus split up with Campbell when he hid out until November 35 with Fred Hunter, another bad character.
Bad to the bone.
Yep. Garrettsville, Ohio, a few days later. Keep your hands off them guns. Fred grabbed those sacks. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I ain't telling you twice. Drop those gut-arg. Drop those gut-args. Take one of these sacks, Carpus. They're too heavy. Okay, Hunter. Why didn't you knock that last guy off? What's the matter with you? He couldn't hit the pavement. Forget him. There must be 50 grand in this job. Let's take it easy down around New Orleans for a while. I feel like fishing and a few other things. Lex Luthor, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, exactly.
Then, not afraid to tilt this guy's head. Either.
Well, yeah, but it looks like he's had his head in the vice.
Yeah, he does. Good idea. We'll get the gals and start tomorrow. This is the life. No cops, no G-men, no worries. Too bad it takes money. Yeah, too bad. We better finish casing that post office here. I'm down to my last grand. May of 36. Through the window. It's nice. What about casing a restaurant? I'm hungry. I could use some chow myself. Let's go, Fred. There he is, men. Now easy does it. Uh-oh. Get your hands up, Carpus. You're under arrest. We've had you surrounded for 4 hours. Hoover, the boss G-man. Why, how? Oh, don't shoot. Go ahead, Carpus, shoot. Why don't you? I want you alive, but if you prefer to check out now, it's okay by us. Now, drop that gun. No? Okay, you asked for it.
I don't think J. Edgar Hoover ever went around on an operation, did he?
Probably on an easy job or two just to make a name for himself.
Yeah, early on, I think he did, but
Yeah.
again, nothing major, and he spent most of his time surfing a desk, so.
Put the cuffs on this yellow rat, boys. I can't stand this. I'm going crazy. Alvin Carpus, ex-public enemy number 1, was speedily convicted and then sentenced to Alcatraz Penitentiary for life, which, in many opinions, is worse than death. Crime does not pay.
Contrary to the title of the book.
Yeah.
That's
What's
really
on
cool.
your What's on your mind? For $2 for each letter published. See if there's anybody there we might recognize. You never know.
No, I don't.
Nice to see a letters page, though. This is before the EC stuff.
Yep.
Uh-oh. We're
Well,
out to undersell the world at a risk of losing our shirts.
Well, that's what those guys must have done in the back of the car when they lost their shirts.
Yep.
Well, they had a watch at least for $4.98.
Wow.
Yeah. Extra. You've seen these stainless steel expansion bands advertised at far higher prices. Yeah, get it for a quarter or 49 cents. And another sideways one. Or is that's the same ad, isn't it?
Yep.
Somebody might have scanned that funny. Yep. Let's see where we were here. These 5 books, the most exciting you ever read. Big shot gangsters, their crimes, careers, and deaths. Brand new. Yep. All
Oh,
5
God.
books for $1. Thriller books. Oh, it does look like Jack Cole, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That
it's very-
definitely looks like Jack Cole.
Cut
Very,
rate murder.
very cartoony, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it not tell you at the beginning?
Yeah, at the very front. I'm pretty sure that said it was
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah,
first
page.
the first page had like a credits thing on it.
page 30. Yeah, right. If you scroll below. Yeah, this is the one that they thought that
Yeah.
was
Jack
done by
Cole.
Cole. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely looks like Cole.
Yeah, it sure does.
Did Jack Cole do Plastic Man?
Yep.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I'm going to say it looks like kind of style, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he's friends with Hugh Hefner.
Really?
Actually,
Well-
Hugh Hefner owned Plastic Man for a while.
Did he? I didn't think he did.
No, he sold it to DC, I think, if I remember
That-
correctly.
I thought that was all part of the quality stable that DC ended up acquiring when they bought the company.
Who sold it to
oh.
DC, Allison?
I said I thought Hefner had it for a while, but I mean,
Yeah.
I could be wrong. So
He might have paid money to Jack for it if Jack owned it, but I thought it was all part of Quality Comics.
maybe it was.
And that-
Some reason I thought it was.
DC came in and bought the Quality line for Blackhawks primarily.
Yeah.
Because
When?
Blackhawks was raging at that point in the late 50s, early 60s, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe early to mid 60s. They tried Plastic Man for 6 issues and they couldn't keep it going. But Blackhawks, they kept going for quite a while. And they also picked up all of the Pantheon, the Quality characters, Uncle Sam, Human Bomb, Black Condor, Doll Man, all of those characters, as well as GI Combat, which they kept running for years after they acquired it. That was a really big title for DC.
GI Combat.
Major World War II book.
Oh wow, he was assisting as a writer artist for the Spirit for a while. Jack Cole.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I worked with Eisner for a bit. He kind of bummed around a little bit. You go through those. I got that book, DC Finest collection of Plastic Man stuff that's all Jack Cole. It's just genius. Just amazing stuff. Can't recommend that book highly enough.
Very cool.
His arm's a bit strange there, isn't it?
A little stretched.
The drawings are a bit flat, aren't they? The characters are flat.
Yeah. It's kind of benty there. It's the 50s. This would be after his run on Plastic Man, probably. 47. What's that? see what
Now, this is
Plastic Man
1948. This comic.
had. Yeah. Plastic
Yeah,
Man
okay.
stuff he did.
I had it mixed up with him. For some reason, I thought he owned Plastic Man, but I think it was that Hefner had some of the original pages.
Probably did. Hefner was a huge comic fan.
Yeah,
The
and him and Colin were
Plastic Man
friends.
stuff was 41 to 44. So this
Yep.
was after that.
Yeah.
So he might have just been kicking this out just to, get a little money.
Yeah.
It's kind of what it looks like because it's not at the same quality, especially composition wise, as those Plastic Men were.
No.
Is he writing it as well?
They attribute it to him, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he was known for writing crime comics. I mean,
Yeah.
Plastic Man was originally a crime comic. He was a villain.
Yeah. Yeah, he started off as a wanted by the FBI villain. Then he ended up working for him.
Yep.
Plastic Man did.
Not Jack Cole.
No, not Jack Cole.
Did Plastic Man have the shades?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You could see a lot of Al Cap in this, especially here on this third panel, top tier. That's
That guy there with the busted nose looks like the Three Stooges guy.
Curly. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, no, he's definitely influenced by Al Cap.
But that, especially with that brushwork, all of this looks pretty highly influenced by Cap.
Yeah, he's definitely a student of Cap. There's no doubt.
Slightly different style than what he was working with Plastic Man.
He shot him through the head. Bang. And then he shoots him in the back. I'll tell you what, the best part of this particular strip for me is the lettering.
Yeah.
Oh, lettering's great.
Again, the lettering's just superb. Look at him. Bang, bang. Shoots two guys. She clunks one of them. Shoots him through the head. And he shoots him in the back.
Also, Dick Tracy is really raging at this
Dick
point
Tracy, yeah.
in the
Yeah.
newspapers. And this is a lot like that kind of material.
Yeah, very similar style. Chester
Yeah.
Gould had that kind of cartoony style that was unique to him in a lot of ways.
It was. Now he's getting a little bit more adventurous with his storytelling here.
See, that was the good thing about these comics is that these people who would produce them, the artists, had fantastic styles, and you can tell who's who most of the time.
Right.
But now I just find it looks the same. It's like the football and everything else. Everything's just the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's no sort of characters in there and no flair. You know, it's all
No individuality.
Yeah, that's it.
Either. Yeah.
There's no. They're all like a formula.
Mm-hmm. You go from something as tight as Tuska's work to this.
Yeah.
That's a pretty wide range for this title. Dandy Johnny sure dressed for the occasion. He even wore black spats.
Oh dear.
McGloin. Why-oh, gangster faces gallows. Shall I do it, Josh? This lady asks. She's hugging him. And he goes, no, Lizzie, this job calls for a man. And I'm the only one left. Yeah, really, it's that looks like Gould, Chester Gould's work right there. That girl.
Yeah,
there
it
in the
really
corner.
does.
It really does.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
arm, the way it is, and the poofiness of the dress. I mean, that was the style of the time, but the way it's the ink is on it.
And it's really quick brushwork too. You can
Yeah.
tell he's just sitting there going boom, 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 done. So he probably did this real fast, close to deadline.
The squiggle is great. That was at the top of the sleeve on it. Love that.
Yeah, let me go back to that right there. The wrinkles here.
Yep,
Yeah.
that one right there. I love that. That was great. But I think
And again,
again,
it's this point. Boom.
the best part about this, I think, is lettering. The lettering is spot on.
Yeah. Yep. Real nice. Gets a half a page here.
Look at that.
Look at that. I like this. You don't see
Yeah.
that very often. You
No,
know,
that's a
Corey
really good setup.
having it look right.
He
That
definitely
guy-
is great with the camera.
Yeah.
Like- Guy's got a dagger in his chest on the floor.
Yeah.
All the blood.
This ain't like old times. Now I got to do everything myself. Let's see if there's any cash around. Good heavens, he murdered the master. I'll call the police. Doctor Who's going to be so upset.
Isn't that brilliant there? Any last words? Do you regret your career of crime? I only regret that I can't kill you all. Brilliant.
That's great.
Got some tight trousers on there, hasn't he?
Yep.
With his... Look at that copper.
This makes it twice that YO headquarters has been raised. But with Hines dead, I guess this will be the last time. It's all going to be ashes. Like my love for Josh, gone up in smoke. Your love for Josh? Why, you cross-eyed alley cat. Josh only loved me. Do you hear? Ay, yay, yay.
Oh,
Get her. It's Gentle Maggie.
they've hanged her as well.
Yeah.
What about the girl in the red? Is she innocent? Oh no, she's dead. She's stabbed her, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Yep.
Looks that
Oh
way.
my
Stabbed
god!
right in the back.
Yeah, it sure did.
Oh, so and then they hanged her for murder, I suppose.
Hung somebody.
Gentle Maggie.
It's too bad they can only be hanged once.
Yeah.
They all deserve a dozen deaths. Well, anyway, they wound up on the gallows, even Gentle Maggie. I hope future would-be gangs will profit from their experience. Better still, let's hope there'll never be another. There was 50 years later, but Murder Incorporated ended up the same way as the YO gang. Yes, indeed, crime does not pay. And this will kill you. Yeah. Why, that's Duke McNabb. He always goes under many aliases. That's why he's got multiple numbers on his inmate suit here. That ordinarily sends you to 30 days, but now I must give you 30 years. You know how everything is skyrocketing these days. Nice checkered suit there. Looks like a signature down there.
Mm.
Right there, the bottom corner. Can't make out exactly who it is.
Does it say Lawrence?
Is it who?
Lawrence.
Does look like it.
L-A-W. Or Lawler. Anyway.
Where are we at here? We are at an hour and 28.
Hmm.
Do we want to go on or take one more story?
I need to get going.
Okay.
My MS has bugged me a bit. I gotta lay down.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
we'll
If you guys
to
want
that.
to keep going, I'm fine with it.
Do $2 for a whole year on Daredevil Boy Comics or Crime Does Not Pay. Daredevil's still coming out with Little Wise Guys. All right, Allison.
All right.
You want to
All right.
tell folks how they can find you? Let me knock this back here.
That's good. Well, you can find me at online, my YouTube channel. I try to stream a couple times a week. Just Allison McGlone. I'm on most of the social media, Instagram, Facebook, all that other stuff. Allison McGlone or Alley Cat Comics. Either way. So feel free to come check me out, watch me drawing. I've been actually working on my manga a bit on the live stream lately. And yeah, that should be pretty good. And I will talk with you all later.
All right. Thanks
See
so
ya.
much for joining us. Appreciate you
See
very
ya.
much for stopping by.
Anytime, guys.
Take
See you
care.
later. Bye.
Have a good
See ya.
weekend and good next week. So take care.
You too.
Hope she's feeling better soon.
Mhm. Yep.
MS, no fun to deal with. Want to do a whodunit? Test your wits. How good a detective are you?
Yeah, let's do this.
Ben Portley, Coach Moss back, Detective Fenwick. He probably didn't do it. Professor Singh, Conductor Gumper. American football here, old days. Look at the lack of padding and leather helmet there.
Yeah.
Still with a pigskin ball, too.
Fred Gardenier.
Yeah.
Who've done it?
Fullback Bradley of Greentown, or fullback Toomey of Barronville. Congratulations, Fenwick. Having solved that backfield murder case, put a big feather in your cap. It's amazing how you ever cracked it, Fenwick. Anybody could have been the killer. Wrong, Chief. There were only 4 definitive suspects. The first was Ben Portley, tin tycoon and chief alumnus of Ivytown. This is like the story we read before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Portley was a star fullback in the good old days when Ivytown won games. I'm ashamed I ever went to Ivytown. Not one conference win in 3 years. Even a skunk smells better than this team. Suspect number 2 was Coach Mossback of the Ivytown, whose constant losing landed him behind the well-known 8-ball. Listen, Mossback, the alumni committee insists upon a winning team this season. You either win the conference title this year or hand in your resignation, and that's final. That's okay with me. We'll top it this year, and that's more than just a hunch.
Got some up his sleeve.
Nice shot there in the center.
Yeah.
Number 3 was Professor Singh, who gave lectures on Oriental history at the university on Friday nights. He lived 2 stations out of town and always boarded the Ivytown special at 7 p.m. on Friday. The club car was usually crowded with the visiting football team coming in from the Saturday afternoon game and with Ivytown. They rode Sing unbearably. How much do you charge for telling fortunes? Yeah, tell us what the score is going to be. Barbarians. All they know is football. Hey, Mahatma, what's in the fez, I says. Oops. Suspect number 4 was Conductor Gumber. He hated the Friday night special. The high-spirited collegians drove him wild. Hey, he's a half-wit. Don't he go half-fair? Devils, you'll be sorry someday. All the trouble began 2 weeks ago tonight when the Ivytown special entered the long tunnel that leads into the terminal. Barronville was to be Ivytown's opponent the next day. Hey, what gives? What happened to the lights? Turn on the lights, somebody. Obviously, he's pulled the switch. In the switch box yet, too, because it says so right there.
I like his glove.
Yeah. But we're matching pennies. He says, what happened to the lights? Turn on some lights, somebody. We're matching pennies. Must be a form of gambling, huh?
Yeah, there was a similar game that became illegal. Pitch and toss, it was called here. I think you threw 3 pennies at the wall and bet which way up they, heads or tails they'd land. Something like that. And it was illegal, apparently. People were losing £5 on it, in 1927.
It's like running dice in the alley.
Yeah, that's that kind of thing. Yeah, they pitch it against a wall somewhere,
Yeah. When the train stopped at the next station, look at Toomey. He's still warm, but dead as a mackerel. And he was our best ball carrier. Look, his tie was clipped off at the knot. Hey, make room. Here come the cops. Barronville fullback mysteriously strangled on Ivytown train. Every time I see that Ivytown, it looks like an N.
Yes, it
To
does.
me,
Yeah.
the I and the V are too close. Barronville team shocked. City and railroad police puzzle over missing tie. After the Barronville game the next day, I began my investigation. Game's over. Ivytown wins 34-7. No wonder that murder scared the daylights out of Barronville. Toomey hadn't a personal enemy in the world. It was no doubt someone he never knew, possibly a homicidal maniac with a strange phobia about certain ties. Maybe he just didn't like Toomey's taste in ties. That's the same shot that we saw a couple of panels earlier, page or two earlier. Same look, same expression, probably at least traced it. The coach lights went out here just as the train entered the tunnel. Somebody who travels the Ivytown Special regularly and knew where it was threw that light switch. The killer timed his killing perfectly. He murdered Toomey in the 3 minutes that the train traveled to the station. Last Friday night, while the visiting Greentown team caroused on the coach, I wandered through the cars looking for possible suspects. I found 4 of them. Sure, I was on last week's special when the kid got murdered. And why not? Is there anything wrong with scouting the enemy team before the game? Not unless you like your job so much that you'd do anything to hold it. So just what do you mean by that? Say, hey, look, pipe the lid. Says, hey, look, pipe the lid. I'll bet he drinks goat's milk. What? Let's unwrap it. Maybe it's a mummy. He's talking about the guy walking by. Nix on that stuff, fellas. Good Americans respect every nationality and religion. I'll personally sock the first guy that pokes fun at him again. He's right. Sorry, mister. I guess we're out of line. It's a problem with the world today. Not enough socks.
Yeah.
You're a gentleman, sir. Not like these beasts. I hate them all. You do? Very interesting, Professor. Please go on. They've tormented me for years and made fun of me every Friday night because I don't look or dress as they do. He's right. I'd like to brain them all, too. They've made my life miserable, dirtying the cars, tripping me up, refusing to give me tickets. I keep begging the line to take me off the Friday night special, but they won't. If I wasn't under contract, I'd drop my course to avoid these creatures. They both must know this train route backwards. I also saw Ben Portley. He was in one of his famous rages. Wait and see. Ivytown will win every conference game this year. Over our dead bodies. You ain't kidding. Look what happened to Barronville's Toomey. You don't know what football means to me, Fenwick.
It's spelling mistake there, look.
Where?
Last panel, you don't know. It says KWOW. It should be KN.
Oh, yeah, and I went right over it, too. I didn't even blink at it. You don't kawow.
Yeah, you don't kawow what football means to me.
You don't kawow what football means to me, Fenwick. We've got to win. I came to Ivytown over 3 years. I came to Ivytown for 3 years and never saw a victory. While I was listening to all this, I was knocked unconscious. Ben Portley, Coach Mossback, Professor Singh, Conductor Gumper, any one of them could have hit me from behind just as the special reached the tunnel. Bop. Got hit by a blackjack. Look at that. You don't see those around anymore.
No.
When I came to in the washroom a minute later, I saw an emergency cord. Maybe it's too late. The murderer's gone into the Greentown coach. I banged on the door until somebody opened it. I dashed into the club coach. It was dark in there. Where's the Greentown backfield? Right here. He doesn't look well. Guy in front. It's Ben Bradley. And look, his tie is missing. Yes, just like Toomey's.
thought Ben Bradley was the publisher of the New York Times in the 60s.
Well, he might have been, and they were just a little upset at it. No, he wouldn't even be born yet at this point, probably. Or he would have been, but he was a little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like Toomey's. Isn't he all American from Greentown? Yeah, and look, that thing around his neck, a professional choke cloth. Again, Ivytown beat a demoralized team, even with bad proportions. Look at that leg there, isn't quite right. But anyway, the next day I checked up on each suspect. Judging from your walls, Gumper, you must be quite an Ivytown fan. I guess so. When Ivytown loses, I can't eat or sleep, even if I am their train conductor. Then I looked up Professor Singh. What's burning in these pans, Professor? Offerings to a neglected god. What? Shawani? I am a great believer in ancient and extinct Oriental customs, Mr. Fenwick. Oh, I see. Books on thugs, Juggernaut, Sati, and other old, outmoded practices. You can tell that book's deadly. It's got a skull on the cover. I prefer them to the silly modern Oriental customs. I hope you have no objections. I even saw Mossback. Now that you're solid with the Alumni Association, are you going to ask for a new contract? Ben Portley told me I'd get a $10,000 bonus if we sweep through Harvard next Saturday, which, of course, we will. I then visited the Harvard coach a few days before the all-important game. I know the killer, but I intend to catch him red-handed. If you take the Friday afternoon train, I think only one of my suspects will be aboard. The right one, the killer. Anything to help out, Mr. Fenwick? But I darn near fell on my face when I discovered all of my suspects were right here with me on that afternoon train. Don't you usually ride the night special, conductor? How come you're on this one? I asked for a switch to avoid those visiting teens, and what happens? They switch me all right, but they also switch those devils. Professor Singh, I, too, took the afternoon train to escape these football barbarians. I'm furious now that I did. If I had taken the usual night train, I'd have avoided them. So the guy here, I took an earlier train because I finished my business earlier. Anything wrong with that? Sure, I'm here. So what? I go where my opposition goes. This scouting is winning for me. So long. This is where I get off. I'll see you tomorrow at the game. I did that to let the killer feel free to operate. If I can now get around to the baggage car without being seen, I'll soon have the solution. We're entering the tunnel in about a minute, Mr. Fenwick. Thanks. It's time for things to start popping in the Cardboard Club coach. Harvard Club coach. There go the lights. Either Portly Mossback Singh or Gumper is ready to show his murdering hand. Hey, who done it? Who's killing off the backfield stars? If you don't know, turn this page upside down. Do you know who done it?
I think it's either Singh or the businessman. Is that him? Singh, yeah.
Daylight. There can't be daylight. We're in a tunnel. Not at night, but there's enough light in the afternoon for anybody to see, even in the tunnel. Professor Singh, isn't that a thuggy?
A thuggy strangle cloth.
Thuggy strangle cloth. Yeah, in your hands. Grab him, boys. Yeah. Singh was a thuggy, a diehard of an extinct sect of murderers who worshipped Bwanami, yeah, to whom they sacrifice anybody who met with their disapproval. Yeah. It's hard to read upside down.
Yeah.
Singh picked on the visiting football team because they mocked me. They mocked him. One clue I found was his sacred choke cloth. Another was the missing, was it neckties? Yeah, which he burned in his traditional fire pot in accordance with the Thuggee custom of offering part of the victim's clothes to their idol. My, that's off. Hats off to you, Fenwick. I figured that anybody who hadn't traveled the afternoon train wouldn't know there was a minute-long open air stretch in the tunnel. At night, you can't tell the difference. Everything's dark, but in the afternoon, there's almost enough light to read a paper in the center section of the tunnel. So they got him. The end. Where are we sitting now here? Yep. We should probably stop it there, you think? 13 till?
Yep. We'll continue it next Sunday, I think.
We'll go through what's left here. There's not much left. There's about 9 pages left. One more story. Oh, it's daylight. There can't be daylight in a tunnel. Oh, that's what it was. They turned it back upside down. If I'd have known that, wouldn't have to read it all upside down. There we go. Yep. Highway to Murder, a true crime story. Yep. The 2-page text feature in order to please the postman. Fancier of death. Was he sane or crazy? Was his $200,000 deal to be his last? It's a true crime story. Any signatures? I'm not seeing them. I think this is an unknown as well. What mystery compares with the queerness of the human mind bent on murder? What riddle is more baffling than the change from a normal personality to one of maniacal ambition? Who can solve the enigma of a man bent on stealing $1,200,000 with one quick stroke? And he staked his own life on his success. Look at that face. It's a great face.
Brilliant.
The look of terror. Yeah. Those walking in Wall Street. His destination. Oh man, look at them mutton chops.
It looks like Brian K. Morris with hair.
Yeah. Them some hardcore mutton chops.
Yeah.
This isn't as good, a little stiff than the stuff we've seen before. I guess that explains why it's in the back of the book, huh?
Yeah, not much detail really. Apart from his mutton chops, as you say.
Pretty simplistic backgrounds. Keystone cops that work there. There's a little Karash. It's almost
look at the copper.
Almost got a bobby hat on there.
Yeah.
Give me the chief of police. Somebody tried to kill Russell Sage and blew himself and a dozen other guys to kingdom come. One of them, Sage's secretary, was blown through the window like a bullet. He's lying in the gutter now, squashed. On the other hand, then you have this face. Yeah. Kind of expressive, but still a little bit overly cartoony. Oh, so's that. Look at that. Oof. Yeah, I don't know who did this. Not quite up to the par of the earlier stories.
No, nowhere near.
He's kind of attempting. Yeah. I solved the mystery for you, Chief. So what are you kicking about? The only one who concealed evidence was Norcross himself, and he's dead. The real mystery is how he ever thought he could get away with it. Yeah.
Brilliant.
A few ads in the back. Joe DiMaggio's own story. Smash hit baseball story of the year. 34 photos of stars. those ordering the $2 edition will find the book personally autographed by Joe DiMaggio. Wow. That would be a great thing for a kid. More wallets, zipper blindfolds. That's that spy camera again. Scoop camera for only $4.98. We saw that, the Dick Tracy camera.
Yeah.
We saw that last episode. Yeah.
Fantastic.
And then the back cover.
Oh,
wow, look at that rough lettering.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, German general staff. Look at that.
Well.
Oh, dear.
Atom bomb patch, German general staff patch. Yeah. Now own patches worn in battle by famous fighting outfits. Here's an amazing opportunity to collect rare and famous U.S. and foreign military patches. You will be proud to own and collect the actual and official embroidered patches worn by fighting men like the Marines of Guadalcanal, the heroes of the Bulge, and our intrepid airmen all over the world. All of these patches are available to you now from the Patch King, who produced them for our fighting forces. You can also own World War I patches and those of other allied and enemy countries. Remember, you receive absolutely free with your order your choice of the rare atom bomb or German general staff patch. Yeah.
20 patches for $1.
Only $1.
Yeah.
10-day free examination too. Start your collection now. Patch King. And then after that, an all wool felt cutout initials. Oh, also are available. There you go.
Brilliant.
Folks, that was Crime Does Not Pay, number 59. Look at that great cover.
Fabulous.
I don't think they buried anybody alive in them stories we just read, though.
No.
They did it for the guy on the cover and tossed a cigarette butt at him at the same time. The girl's mourning for him, though. That she's got a mink over her shoulder.
She's not crying because they're going to kill her boyfriend. She's crying because she's now with the guy with the yellow coat on.
Probably true. Yep.
Bit of an odd-colored coat.
It's great stuff, folks. I hope you enjoyed yourself as much as we did. This is we're at comicplus.com. Go over there and snoop around. They have all sorts of scans for public domain stuff. And perhaps next Sunday, we will look at some Winsor McKay little Nemo strips.
That's a good idea. Just scroll this cover up a bit, just before we leave it.
We had a request for some of that from...
Look, that was my idea. Yeah, we should have some of that. Look at the way that the bad printing has made the guy with the lever stand out with like a light on him.
Yeah.
The colours moved. It's the registers out, but it's made a really good effect.
It does.
Yeah, Winsor McKay.
This guy too, over here in the other corner, he's got a little bit of a light reflection off of him too. Yeah, sweet stuff. More great stuff on the way, folks. We can't tell you how much we appreciate you being here. We hope that you were a little lively in the chat. Make sure you leave a like, leave any kind of interaction with whatever platform that you see this on. Just goes to help our algorithms and helps us to be seen. Well, speaking of being seen.
Yeah, what happened there?
There we go. Just knocked ourselves out for a second. Folks, we deeply appreciate you stopping by. We look at this stuff because we love it. Great comics are always out there. You just have to look for them. And just fantastic stuff. Sure, some of it's dated. You get this old mobster rhetoric and all that. It just adds to the fun. And the almost like a little time capsule of attitude and storytelling from these books. So nothing but fun.
Yeah, even like we said before about the references to ethnic groups and whatever they are. It's all part of history. You can't wipe it out. It might not be good. It might be wrong, but it's there, and you have to accept that.
Yeah, and it's important to leave it there too, just to take it into context. That's there.
You don't have to repeat it and all that kind of thing, but you've got to accept it was the times it was produced in.
Exactly right. Yep. Glenn, tell folks how they can find you.
You can find me on Randy's show, Randy's show on Friday and Sundays here. You can find me on Fun My Comic, where you can pick up a copy of my Hatch annotated book. Check that out. You can go to Amazon and get a copy of my Jack Kirby book. It's well illustrated. It's got lots of photographs of me with Jack having lunch with him and all that kind of thing. And just generally all over the place. I'm on YouTube, lots of places. But if you put my name in Google, you'll find something.
Mm-hmm. And folks, I've been your host, Randy Zimmerman, Arrow Comics. We were talking about Amazon earlier. That's where I found this book, the Plastic Man DC Finest book. I just yesterday in the mail got the Legion of Superheroes book.
Wow.
Which was great and a little disappointing at the same time, but still a great volume put together. I didn't realize Cockrum did so little Legion material. I thought he was there for a few years, but the stories he did are amazing. Great stuff. And it ends with the start of Mike Grell's run on the Legion. Also very fantastic stuff.
Yeah, Mike Grell is underrated, I think.
Very underrated. Yeah,
does he need
to look at some of his work too.
Yeah, we should do. Yeah.
Yep. Folks, other than that, look for the Atlantean right now over at funmycomic.com. Great sword and sorcery stories, the best that we can bring you. That I wrote, that Russ Leach did the artwork on. The third volume is currently over at Fun My Comic, and there are a couple of catch-up levels there as well. If you want the first two volumes separately, along with the Shadow Kingdom, you can pick that up, or you can pick up a volume that has the Shadow Kingdom and the first two volumes of the Atlantean together under one cover. Either way, you'll get those great stories, and we hope you do. We hope you enjoy them, and let us know what you think of them. We're very proud of the work that we've done there. And Glenn designed all the logos for that too, by the way.
Yeah.
And he has a hatch strip in there in the back of the crowdfunded books as well. Folks, again, we deeply appreciate you stopping by. Next week we'll be live. We'll look at some Winsor McCay, Little Nemo material. You don't want to miss that, especially if you've never seen it before. Really classic stuff, just like this Crime Does Not Pay material. Only these strips, I believe, were done back in the 1920s.
Yeah.
So we'll be reaching back even farther than the start of comics, comic books, that is, and going into classic, super classic comic strip territory. And again, if you haven't seen that work, you really need to, because it is amazing, amazing stuff. Folks, take care. We do this twice a week, Friday morning at 5 a.m. for Comics by Night, 5 a.m. Eastern time, I should say. And then we'll be back here again Sunday at 9 a.m. for Sunday Funnies. Both Friday's show and Sunday's show will be live for the foreseeable future. Thanks for bearing with us on these recordings. Deeply appreciate you being here. We don't have much time left. Go visit your local retailer when you can. And if you love comics, tell people you love comics. You don't have to be antisocial on these social platforms. Spite marketing only goes so far and has a very negative effect, as Marvel is currently learning from the Fantastic Four movie and the drop in sales that they've had over last weekend. The projections for this weekend, not so good. We'll see. When you chase off your audience, this is what happens. By bad quality material, you bring out a great movie and you don't make as much money as you project. Folks, again, take good care of yourself.
Yeah.
Any last words, Glenn?
No, just buy independent comics and buy ours, especially ours.
Exactly right.
And check out all the old stuff as well, because that's the best stuff, in my opinion. You know.
Well, we'll see you next time, folks. We have less than a minute, so here we go.
Taste the biscuit. taste the goodness of the biscuit.